that keeps coming up in the classroom is the pastors will be preaching, and it'll be several minutes into the sermon, and I still have no idea how the sermon relates to life. I think it's one of the reasons why there's a knock against expository preaching, is it just doesn't seem to be relevant. It's all historical data. So what I'm finding is the guys and the men and women that are doing these sermons, they're several minutes into the message before they talk about how the message relates to life. So one of the things I want to try to do is create a thread of relevance through the sermon so that at key places, especially at the beginning and the end, the sermon is relevant from start to finish so that everybody knows. So let me give you the overview of the first of these four. The first thing is to ask the question, what is this text intended to do for the listener? What's it supposed to do? What's its purpose? Second, once you find the intention, you use that intention to create need in the introduction of the sermon so that everybody knows within the first few minutes of the sermon, this is what we need to hear from this message. This is what is going to happen to us. We all know why we need the message early on, so relevance strikes early in the introduction. Then, after that, as we're moving through this sermon, what we're trying to do is we're trying to show how faith in the gospel is the starting point to the transformation that the text is arguing for. And then finally, then we get to actual application. So we have intention or purpose, creating need in the introduction. We talk about how faith in the gospel begins to create the transformation that the text is arguing for, asking for, and then finally we actually put the text into practice through application.